Good morning. If you hear scratching, it's not a big crazy monster. We got a lot of snow last night and they're snow shoveling outside and it's very noisy. So I apologize in advance for the background noise. What is important in a leader is a resolute will and determination. A man may be versatile and learned, but if he lacks resoluteness and determination, of what use will he be? This is essentially a story about action, determination, dedication, resilience, decisiveness, discipline. You don't have to be the leader of a corporation. You could be the leader in your family. You could be a good role model in your friendships. You could be a leader in your church. You could be a leader as a mentor, as an example of overcoming, of healing, of recovery. You could be a leader in your recovery programs, AA, eating disorders. Everyone is a leader in some degree because everyone is a role model and example. The question is, what kind of example do you want to extend? Do you want to represent? Everyone is at different points in their life placed in different leadership positions, where it's up to you to take the appropriate steps. And even if that is bettering your own situation, as an example to others suffering the same sort of situations that it can be done, or coping with unchangeable circumstances with grace, advocating for yourself, growing, changing, healing, recovering, leading by example. At some point or another, we're all going to be leaders. And a good leader, especially on a grand scale, like leading a company, like a boss, is versatile. They're easy to adapt to the changing situations and circumstances that are going to be guaranteed in the situation. But adaptability is a good feature for all of us to work on, because life is changing, and as we grow and change, our needs grow and change, our physiology grows and changes, the dynamics of a situation as you improve it change. If you're bettering your relationship, the dynamics change, and so your approaches have to change. So being versatile and flexible and willing to adapt at a moment's notice is good and learned. We don't want the blind leading the blind. The more you know, the more wisdom you have, the more wisdom you can contribute. We can learn things through the standard methods, and we can learn things through life experience. And wisdom is some of the best knowledge to pass along. But you can't, and you shouldn't, try to direct what you don't understand, what you don't have any experience in. You should humbly huddle under the wings of another leader who does have experience and wisdom until you have more of your own. But even if you have knowledge and flexibility, what good are you if you can't get from point A to point B? You have to be able to do the work, whatever that work is. You have to be able to get the job done. Decisively make a decision. Resoluteness. And the determination, resilience, discipline, consistency, taking action, forward progress, actual movement toward a goal, toward a point in progress, toward adhering to programs and recoveries, toward being a good example. In order to be an effective leader. Because all the knowledge in the world, even the wisdom in the world, and ability to be flexible isn't going to help guide anyone, anywhere, including you. Because in the end, when it comes to our life and our life circumstances and our life difficulties, we have to save ourselves. We are our own leaders. First. Preferably and hopefully we have others to help guide and support us along the path and resources, and we don't have to go it alone and figure it out, fumbling our way as we do. Hopefully we have guidance. But we're driving our own ships. We are our own leaders. And if you want to lead yourself out of a mire of any kind, or set a good example, you can use your painful circumstance to set a good example and be a positive motivation for other people who are facing the same kind of pain in life. By gaining knowledge to help yourself. By being adaptable and flexible and capable of continuing to change and grow and modify your approaches and change and grow your approaches and dynamics as the situation continually changes and evolves to get from point A to point B, whatever that is, that destination. Wholeness in health, wholeness in spirituality, happiness in your family, forgiveness, quality of life, quality of self, quality of health, or leadership positions in the world, in the workplace, in your friendship circles, in just setting a good example for other people. You can be flexible and adaptable, and you can know a lot. But if you are not absolutely resolute, you have made a 100% decision that this is how it is. This is who I am, or this is no longer who I am. Definitive, 100% decisive decision that this is just how it's going to be from now on. This is the type of person I'm going to be. This is how it's going to be. And the determination to make that happen. Whatever work is involved, that you will see it through. Consistency, action, discipline, resilience to carry on through whatever circumstances you are facing to their best possible outcome. Because without a decisive and resolute decision, we don't move. We stay in this sort of middle ground, this stuck place, and we don't make any headway. We're treading water. We're ambivalent. We don't know which way to go, and so we go nowhere. We don't make very much groundwork, very much progress. We don't have stick-to-itiveness. And determination is that stick-to-itiveness, that regardless what obstacles come in your path, that whatever it is you're seeking, you will continue the discipline, hard work, effort, and resiliency required to reach that destination. And it takes that to lead yourself. You can read all the books, you can listen to all the self-help, you can look up all the information about recovery and mental illness and take in as many podcasts as you want and read as many books as you want. And you can become flexible and open in your mindset and open in your possibilities and open in your potential and open to a lot of things you were never open to before. But if you do not make a definitive decision that we're going left or we're going right, this is who I am, this is who I'm not, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm not going to do, and then have the determination to stick it out in action, turn it into actionable steps out here in the real world, in your life, and stick to it, see it through to the end, you're not going to be able to get where you're going. You can look for other people to lead you when you're still new and novice, but you still have to put those things into practice to see the results and build those skills of resiliency and determination. And the thing that really moves the bar forward and your capacity to lead yourself where you're headed is that resoluteness, the capacity to make a decision that goes beyond willpower and want to and should and hope to, and it would be better if, and if only I could, to, you just reach this point sometimes in life where enough is enough, and this is just how it's going to be from now on. It's how people are going to treat me, it's how I'm going to treat other people, it's how I'm going to show up in life, it's what I'm going to do with my day, this is where I'm headed, this is what I'm going to heal, this is what I'm not going to do anymore. The definitive decision to lead yourself out of whatever's got you down as much as you possibly can. Be your own hero, be your own leader, and acquiesce with humility, looking up to the right people who have more wisdom than you in the areas you want to improve. Because when you start, you're just starting. You're a beginner, you're a novice. You don't know much. You don't even know what you think you know because you haven't had the experience yet of fully recovering to a well and proper state of affairs, or you wouldn't be trying to change it. So be willing to take the wisdom of others proper others and proper wisdom. In the end, the decisions are yours. And at some point, you have to make a decision and you have to follow it up with action all the way through till its end. What is important in a leader is a resolute will and determination. A man may be versatile and learned, but if he lacks resoluteness and determination, of what use will he be? He will chase his own tail. Good morning. Goodbye.